Hi, I'm Clay Hamlin with Cypress Truck Lines and excited to present to you the Trans Tech students up there in Central North Carolina today. What a great opportunity we have to reach you all and give you some detailed information about what we have to offer. That way you can make an educated decision. First and foremost, congratulations on choosing Trans Tech as a program to get your CDL through. They've been doing it a long time and have produced a lot of good professional drivers. And it's important for us to make sure we give you as much detailed information as possible. That way you're confident when you come into orientation and begin your career with us. We don't want you having to look in the rearview mirrors, wondering if you made the right decision or not. Again, it's important for you as a new driver to do your research in order to make an educated decision, because once you make that decision, you really need to stay committed. Again, it's a challenge. I preach this a lot. Your first year, there's so much to learn. There's so much growth involved in becoming an efficient and successful driver. No matter where you choose to start your career at, you need at least to give it a year. And so with that being said, we want to start off with some general information about the company. Cypress Truck Lines has been in business a lot of years. We have terminals in Jacksonville, Florida, Tampa, Florida, Smyrna, Georgia, which is on the northwest side of Atlanta, South Pitt, Tennessee, Leland, North Carolina, which is right there by Wilmington, which ultimately, if you become a driver for us, you would be dispatched out of. And then we have another terminal in Abilene, Texas. We are a flatbed carrier. We haul a lot of building material, a lot of sheetrock, lumber, shingles, insulation, steel. And we are 100% company drivers. We don't do lease purchase. We don't take on owner-operators, which is a huge benefit for our drivers here that are company drivers. And so with that being said, what you can expect coming in the door in regards to orientation and training is something that I want to discuss that's probably important to you. Once you decide that Cypress might be the right fit for you, go ahead and put in your application. Give us the opportunity to take 2 days to process everything, make sure we can get you approved. Once we get you approved, then the ball's in your court at that point on when you want to schedule. We start orientation every Monday. We do it down here in Jacksonville, Florida. Most of our North Carolina drivers, what they'll do, or students, will come in on a Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, check into the hotel. We obviously provide transportation, lodging, and then that 5-day orientation period, we're going to pay you $100 a day, give you $15 a day on top of that for meals. And what orientation is all about is your first couple days going to be road test, paperwork, drug screen, physical, going over some instructional videos. And then once we get to Wednesday, most of the drug screens are back in. Thursday and Friday are going to be really where you lay the foundation and understanding for flatbed and what to expect out there. That way you have a general idea going into training on what that's all about. It helps you out as the driver, and then obviously helps our trainers out. That way you're not going into training blind. We do 7 weeks of training. We will pair you with a trainer. We try to do our best to get you with a trainer out of your area. Most of our trainers, go home on the weekends. Some of our trainers run 2 or 3 weeks at a time. And if you aren't near where your trainer lives at, where they take their home time, when they go home, we will put you up in a hotel. If you do happen to have the luxury of living within driving distance or of your trainer that you get paired with, then obviously you can go home for that weekend and then meet back up with them for the following weeks. So there's 7 weeks of training at $500 a week. And again, a big part of that training is the flatbed side of it, load securement. With all the material that we haul, there's a lot of different loads. And obviously, understanding that load securement, again, is critical to your time management. The more efficient and the more educated you can be on that load securement, obviously the better you're going to be able to manage your time. And then obviously time management in general, pre-planning, trip planning is going to be crucial to your long-term success as well once you get in your truck on your own. And then obviously the number one thing, and that's safety. Understanding the way we want things done so you as the driver can be safe. We really want you to buy in to doing things the Cypress way, which is why we put a big investment into our recent grads and really anybody that comes into becoming a driver for Cypress or Sunbelt. So once you get through that training and get to the end of your training, you're going to come back, be evaluated, and at that point, you're going to be assigned your own equipment. And once you get assigned your own equipment, there's a couple different opportunities. We're going to always start our recent grads out in a regional position that gives you the opportunity to be home every single weekend if you choose to. Now, a lot of people ask what that weekend looks like. If I'm running regional and I want to be home every weekend, what does my weekend look like? It can be different each and every week. Sometimes you're going to get home early Friday, sometimes you'll get home Saturday, sometimes you'll leave out Sunday, sometimes you'll leave out Monday. It all depends on what you're coming off of and what you're pre-planned on. Mileage pay. Once you get through orientation and training, then obviously you go on mileage pay. You're going to be looking at starting at 49 cents a mile, loaded and empty. For all of our North Carolina drivers that are recent grads that come out of training, you start off right at 49 cents a mile, which is a great rate of pay. We have plenty of miles. That's another question that a lot of people get. It's what is the average miles you can get on a weekly basis. So what I want to talk about is when you're running regional, if you're a driver who wants to be home every weekend and stay regional, and you're looking at running 7 to 8 states, you can still run 2,000 to 2,500 miles a week and be very successful. But if you're a driver who is wanting to get 3,000 miles or more a week, you got to understand logistically, it just doesn't make sense to be able to do that within a week's time period in a more confined area. If you're a driver who wants to get 3,000 miles or more a week, then you can go OTR, and that stretches you out. We have obviously a lot of OTR freight, East Coast, Midwest, Southwest freight. Your average length of haul is going to be longer, and naturally, if you're a road driver and you stay out or go home every other weekend, you're going to get more miles within a week's time. So a lot of flexibility coming right out of school. We do down the line, if you get to the 6-month mark with us and have a good reputation regarding your time management and your safety record with us, then a lot of times that opens up the door to short haul opportunities, local opportunities, and again, that all just depends on where you live at. Around the Charlotte area is a great area for us. Up there around Samora, North Carolina is a great area for us. Norfolk, Virginia is a great area for us for local short haul opportunities. So a big question for students is flatbedding for me? And I can tell you that most anybody can do flatbedding. Is it for everybody? No. Again, can everybody do it? Most people can. And for us, the physical element and why a lot of drivers come here is what's appealing to them and why they come here, to where they can get out and stay active as a driver. For us, again, we feel like we have the perfect happy medium for that physical side of it. Again, it is work. It's more than just pulling a dry van and just driving. Probably the most physical part of what we do is when you deliver the freight and you have to pull the tarps, fold them, roll them, and put them on the trailer. And we'll have some videos to be able to share with you to see what that looks like and what that entails. And then again, 10 to 15% of your loads, depending on where you live at, are going to be, live loads, meaning a very small portion of your loads are going to be where you actually tarp the entire load and throw the straps, bungee the load. So, that's one of the things that you got to understand. There's a lot of carriers out there where they live load everything. You go in with an empty trailer almost on, 90% of your loads, and you're tarping every load and throwing straps on every load. So, if something where you want to stay active as a driver is important to you, then flatbed might be the right choice for you. All right, let's talk about benefits. Our benefits go into effect after being with us for 90 days. We have 6 paid holidays, earning up to 2 weeks vacation time, medical, dental, vision. Our 401k program starts after being with us for 6 months. We match 50% up to 6% of your earnings. And then we have quarterly safety bonuses, annual performance bonuses, and then we also have a great referral bonus program. For any driver that you refer to becoming a Cypress driver, you would get a $1,000 referral bonus, which is paid out within their first year of being with us. So you get $250 per quarter for that driver who you referred first year being with us. For those of you who have more questions, make sure you call the recruiting department at 800-545-1351. If you want to go ahead and apply, which we hope that you do, go to www.cypresstruck.com, fill out the online application, and then I would highly suggest following up to make sure everything came through. We look forward to hearing from you, and we're looking forward to providing you with some more videos and detailed information to help you become a more successful professional driver.